for more chance man? I certainly am. And I'm in a very peculiar spot right now because I'm technically not in the members world. I'm specifically in the free to play world, and there's a reason for it. And that's because we're trying to get ourselves rune essence, not pure essence, rune essence. And I recall that you can only get it on free to play only from one of the enemies here, such as the Minotaurs. So we're just going to go ahead and mess around here with just a little bit and see if that's actually the case. Yeah, we're just going to go and keep on going until something happens. Okay, I get a beginner clue scroll. Okay, sure. Question is it a dud? No, I just need to go to the Shanty Pass place. So who knows? Anyways, let's see. As in terms of like showing the drops, now it's gonna show pure essence just because they see me as a member, but I'm pretty sure that it shares the same drop rate as with pure essence. So it's gonna take a little bit because I know that we've, you know, I guess green logged the drops from the Minotaurs. So anyway, as for off-camera stuff, I have been fittingly doing AFK things with the gem crab. Got a little bit of strength up, but mostly defense, just so I can get that in line with the rest of the stats, so that if potentially, oh, you know, might as well take those. Cannot deny a potential thing for, I guess, the teleportation option if I ever choose to go back here, which I'm sure that might be. Because, you know, maybe fighting Ankus or flesh crawlers. You know what, that's a really good thing to look up. Like, what's going on with, like, flesh crawlers, I wonder? Uh-oh. The, thing bugged out. Or so I thought. Nope, there it goes. Okay. Flesh crawlers. Huh. Come to think of it, I think it's probably only referring to the free-to-play version of it. So no wonder I think, like, the drop table looks small. By the way, I shouldn't be surprised, because over here, what the heck is going on? It's a bunch of guys in mithril armor. Here, let me stand closer. We're not surprised. I mean, it is a free-to-play world, so... Oh, I see someone got Rudescence drop over there, so that should confirm my suspicion. Yeah, so today has been another average day in the world of the Wickman. In terms of, you know, work life. So moments like this is what I'm, like, most excited for, because I just want to go ahead and endure a different type of pain. The whole randomized pain. Such as trying to get some dang root instance. Also, I think I might have fixed the problem from yesterday with the way that my VTuber model behaves, because it kind of, there's been like some sort of like latency issues with how it's trying to pick up my model with the camera. I suspect it has something to do with network issues. So I made sure that, you know, like, there's no confusion amongst of it, if I can put it that way. Then it probably also helps I make sure that the things open in GPU mode. Because, you know, with Windows 11, it poorly handles resources. And so because of that, like, I always have the need of having to start up the thing now in GPU mode. So... And to think, I don't know if I made it so that I have not enabled, like, game mode. It's like, I don't know if, like, it recognizes, you know, RuneScape as part of that thing, and then Windows goes like, oh shish. Actually, let me open up Test Manager and see. No, I'm seeing, like, even amount of resources here. Usage is not sky high. It's all right in the middle. I think I might have fixed it. And hopefully that's the case, and it stays that way. Man, this Rune Essence drop really does not want to drop. Alright, come on, Minotaurs. You can work with me here. 42 for strength. Sneaking suspicion would have gotten a beginner clue scroll. Oh, I know. Ouch. What the hell is this drop table? I swear to God. Dude, I got a mind rune at one point. Yeah, like right there. Dude, that's more rare than the frickin' rune essence. How? Just how? Getting a lot of like right skull halves. Is that bot seriously poking with a scimitar? Then again, why am I questioning a bot? It's a bot. It's going to make weird ass decisions. Mind rune again. Mind rune again. See, that's tin ore. Why do I get the feeling that the game knows that, like, because I'm a member, anything that's like a free-to-play, like, only thing does not drop for me? I'm seriously curious. Oh, I noticed I got uncut sapphire. Roll the gem drop table. Lol. Which, by the way, is a 1 out of 101 chance. Like, what the frick is happening? There we go. I was gonna say, don't make me look insane about it. Oh, mithril grapple? Fucking mithril grapple. Oh, my God. Also, it just went past the pick lock too. I would have... Frickin' tease. Alright, let's get the hell out of Dodge here. Because we have a clue scroll to take advantage of. Alright, so we got this here. Well, let's hope this... Let this home teleport, like, like, not waste my time if this is going to be a... I don't know. I don't want this clue to fail, basically. I mean, a lot of the times we don't. Also, I want to go ahead and clarify this little suspicion about if beginner clue scrolls have unique colors based upon the step. So I'm going to say green because, well, it's a step that I can do. Because, like, if the next step that happens is something I can't do, and I'll drop it and see if it's still green. If it's a different color, then I know that it's behaves differently. New clue. Let's go ahead and drop. It's still green, but the apothecary in the Southwest Varrock. Okay, so that confirms that no matter what the step is, it's always going to be the same color. So beginner clue scrolls seems to be the exception with all this. All right, since I'm going to be running around, let's go and switch the gear here. Seems to be there's going to be another thing I want to have to AFK afterwards, which is more of the agility stuff. Just so that I can get the 2 remaining pieces. And in terms of other off-camera stuff that something I wish I had like more opportune time to do, is to mess around with that specimen sifting over at the dig site to get mining XP. Yep, 1 XP at a time. I forget like how many steps can beginner clue scrolls have at most. 1 to 3. All right, let's see if second one is going to be the last. It should not take much. Damn it. No! I got cock blocked. Damn it. Okay. This sounds really petty, but like I want to try to get another one. Hang on, I want to see about having to go ahead and fight up against... Let's try like level 20 dark wizards. I really don't know if I have like the best like defenses available within the bank here, but we can try to narrow things down here. So we got this. And oddly enough, the magic staff, but that's not going to be our weapon of choice. Actually, hold on. It actually is like taking the mirror shield into account, but I can't wield that because I think that... What's the Slayer level for it? I keep losing it. Okay. 25. That's what I thought. Actually, Square Shield doesn't... I mean, well... He's going to attack with magic, so it doesn't really matter. Also, magic defensive 1 is, like, not really that huge. In the grand scheme of things. You know, like, I had different plans, but, like... Now this suddenly, like, crept up in my psyche. Wait, no, that's the music list. Alright, so this should give me a level 20 option. Yeah, because we didn't get Black Robe or, like, Fire Talisman, but, our main thing is we want to try to get, like, we get our clue scrolls. And we gotta have a cape to go with it. Let's see, what does that bring with my defenses? 26. Let me attempt to attack one and see how badly this will go. Because goddammit, I'm not gonna get cheated out by a frickin' bad clue scroll. Ow. Okay, never mind. I mean, like, that's all it takes to get me to shut up. Alright, different plan. We're gonna go ahead and fight Gunther the Brave instead. But I'm gonna be doing it at range. Because, like, I just do it with my bronze knaves over the frickin' table. The Wicker Man. Hey there, Grim. Welcome, welcome. You're about to witness some very randomized pain today. Or rather, desperate trying to get the right clue scroll to work with me. Because I'm being like that petty. Let's see, what do we got going on with this here? How about range strength? You need to take a big sleep nap and decide to visit for a little bit? Nah. Am I like getting you ready, helping you getting ready for bed? Something like that. See, not that. You know what? Go for the whole full set here. I mean, I don't have anything else to help with the range stuff, but it will do. See, so now I shouldn't need food for this here since I'm having to find them over the frickin' table. So I need to stay up the whole night because a little side job boss gave me, so I better be well. Oh. So trying to do a thing, stay up the whole night. Wow. You know, I've been there. Having to do the third shift. It's not pleasant, but well, I mean, like, having to like adjust your like circadian rhythm to like do something different is like no bueno. Oh, that is a great sound. I need to figure out what that is right now. Sword clash. Doink. See, annoyance mute. Okay, where are he at? All right, I need to tag you. Oh shit. Ah. Also, it's not working. I'm sorry. Oh, I probably put that number in the wrong thing here. This is ambient sounds when this is supposed to be regular sounds here. All right, perhaps now that's gonna work. Also, probably best I need to go ahead and drop this. Yeah, there we go. No more ear piercing sound. And you know what? This is gonna help because like I do need to get like it'll help to get my range up a little bit just because one of my future plans is to see how well I can go and try and take down the hey beekeeper. Here, one sec. See, entrance, legs, lid, body. Now as for the lamp. See, this is only going to give me like 20 XP. And I already have a way of getting the mining. So maybe something to go hand in hand with it. Let's say smithing. Oh wait, no, that's 10. That's right. It's based upon your current level. Hello? Gunther. Cozy jams. Yeah, it really is my vibe. The it's chill synth, if you're curious. You know, and I guess for the downtime, I'll go and like, you know, tech other barbarians. See, like they might also have like a chance of like dropping beginner clue scrolls. Not as big as the as Gunther, but gotta use the downtime. I'm getting close to 44 with this one. Heck yeah. Having to try to pick up the knives like afterwards really makes me miss having an Ava device. God, like how many items am I restricted out of that freaking thing here besides being locked out of Mauritania? All right, let's see. To do animal magnetism, of course, I need to have completed Priest in Peril. And apparently Ernest the Chicken. Let's see, I need Mithril Axe, 5 Iron Bars to see Echo Tokens, Hammer, Hard Leather, which I have unlocked actually. Holy Symbol, which I think I might have unlocked. I lost track of this here. I did unlock Holy Symbol. Thing is, like, I don't know if it's a craft-only thing, or can an enemy drop it? And apparently also polished buttons, which requires me to have, like, a higher crafting level just to polish goddamn buttons. Yeah, the only way that I could get a Holy Symbol, if I was to get it as a loot from the Hollowed Sack, which is like from like the Hollowed Sepulchre. But the point of it all is that if I don't have access to Mauritania, then it's like, well, no such luck. You know, it's why in like in recent times there's been some different play styles, like kind of like merging like certain concepts, like the case of the those like new darts that actually calculates damage based upon your melee strength. I forgot what they're called, like Addle-waddle darts or whatnot. Wobble darts. Yeah, wobble darts. Well, no, there's a more proper term for it. Because it was released with the new content with Volumar. Because it offers like a different kind of like range play style with like one certain weapon. Oh yeah, it's called the Eclipse Atlatl. So it's a two-hander where you need to have the appropriate darts to go with the Atlatl darts. Oh shit! I saw it without even looking. No, I give up. I ain't gonna be clue juggling this shit. Ain't no way. Alright, I gave it my best, but no. There's only like so much that the RNG can do for you. Instead, I'm gonna go ahead and do one of the things that's gonna be pretty risky. So as a reminder for like what I'm doing, see, Eclipse is slightly cooler than Wobble so far. Wobble darts. It almost sounds like, you know, like some cheap knockoff of like Nerf darts, you know? Wobble darts. All right, so what we're going to be doing here. Okay, I was about to say, because like as a reminder what we're doing. So I have a plugin called Chanceman on RuneLite, which essentially randomizes the game in terms of item unlocks. And I wish there was kind of like a on-screen thing I can show you. I mean, I guess there's like, no, I don't see it. See, is there an NPC I can right click on? Yeah, here we go. The show drops. So this thing is part of the Chanceman plugin, which shows like the grayed out thing that hasn't been rolled. That has been, oops. Let me toggle rolled. Here we go. So this here is an item that has not been rolled. So as of right now, this has not been rolled, of course. And when I go ahead and get myself like basically a loot drop, like a first occurrence of it. So in that case of that one herb, it'll start rolling a thing at the top, which will randomly unlock an item. Now, at one point, I actually did unlock dragon bones. So it's such an extremely lucky thing. Oh, here. And the lowest level enemy I have to go ahead and deal with to get said dragon bones is green dragons, which is pretty much exclusively in the wilderness. And I'm gonna have to, well, there's like one safe spot that I'm currently aware of, which is right up next to the north of this here graveyard, which is close to the Ferrex Enclave, which is, kind of, sketchy stuff. Actually, hang on a second. Let me go to the bank, and I guess I might as well just get like some food items. I mean, it's not like I'm like risking much of anything, but dying is just an inconvenience. Oh. Apparently the food, wait, no, like if I killed by a player, those will be lost. Really, those things. So maybe I should not even have those. What about those? Really? See, that's rapid. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and try the first spot that I'm thinking of, like where I can find them, and see if I can try to make a see if I can try to find a safe spot somewhere. Because I know that there's one group of them like right here that's close to the Dark Fortress. All right, so we're just gonna go along here. I don't know if these dark wizards are aggressive. Well, try and stay out of earshot. Here we go. See, like now I need to go ahead and see if there's any kind of like obstacles that I can get them stuck behind. Probably like this tree right here. Or these set of trees. Nope, now he's backing off. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Nope, he's backing off there too. All right, how about this tree here? I guess I'm going to be like juking him back and forth like this. Oh, that's not what I want. Here, just to get rid of the clutter. I'm not going to waste time picking all those up. Yeah, so I might as well just go into switch to accurate. We are super close. There we go. Time for a roll. For a frickin' mask. Ah! Run. And apparently I got trousers. Which definitely sounds like a Keldegrim thing. Awesome. Alright. We even got a complimentary looting bag. Which I'm sure I'm probably going to end up having to use that for wilderness stuff, which I'm not a fan of. Because wilderness is scary. See, because now that I have rolled and unlocked dragon bones, I can now freely buy them from the GE. And then do with it what I will. Which is probably at some point go to the Chaos Altar and having to do that stuff, which is scary. But as of right now, those trousers. Yep, as I thought, it was back at the Keldegrim Palace here, so I guess we're going to pay a visit over there this time. Once again. And also, if that was like the sound of a pigeon cooing, it's definitely a very masculine one. Oh. Proper New York pigeon. Oi! I'm flying here! Yeah, there's always like a lot of back and forth having to like purchase like clothing from like either here in Keldegrim or in the like Grand Tree, so it's like see, buy those. Hello? Wait, oh, it's the samurai hat. Really? It's more clue junk. Ugh. Anyway, that tribal mask, I think, is that just a straight up drop from those guys? I think it's specifically the combat related ones. Oh yeah, Bruto victims. All right, so is the Bruto victim white, which I think can only be killed with food. Like literally like give food, I think. See, like I think like the only way I can try to make that work if I was to catch someone doing the cleanup minigame and then they were dealing with them. Would that be cheating? I don't know. I think that sounds like a little bit up in the air with that one. Also, here's a pub. I don't know if they have like unique drinks to this place. Fine wine. Yeah, those choices don't really ring out anything unique there. See, like I've already gotten those. All right, looks like we're back to square one with some of these things here. That being having to find some other mobs to deal with. Let's see, what might be a good choice here? Just by looking at my list. Yeah, you know what? We'll go ahead and pay a visit to the... Actually, hold on. Maybe we can try to switch things up and having to take a look at a... Right, I have to go ahead and do that in person, of course. Yeah, I say like when in doubt, let's just go ahead and do some Slayer. Help get some variety in and then see if we can try to find some unique drops involved with them. So let's see, at this level here with, let's see, 47. Yep, just go talk to the Edgefield Dungeon Master. So let's see, what might be the like possible things I can get on the list? Have fun with escaping the run. Oh, I hope I hope I can escape the run with some progression today. Yeah, go ahead and enjoy your sleep. Get the most out of it. And thanks for stopping by. Ooh, thug. Let's see. Death rune and that one remaining herb. Anku? Oh no. They're gonna smack the shit out of me. Well, they don't have any like range defense. Well, it's probably best to go ahead and try and range them. Yeah, I probably should have seen a different Slayer Master if that was the case, because like I was looking at the list of all this stuff and it's like, that looks pretty out of my league. I mean, I do see crabs. You know, I was kind of hoping I would get like hill giants as an assignment, but currently the only one that could assign me hill giants that isn't the wilderness one is this guy. But all right, I'll have to figure out something about this, and at least the amount is like a small one. So let's see, how am I going to safe spot these guys? Those Ankus. Ow. What the fuck, bro? Alright, give me the best crush defense that you can give me. See, of course I'm going to have to do with bronze knives. It's going to be so desperate, I swear. Oh, I see. Having to stand behind like the skeletal remains. My clue scrolls are still sitting there. Alright, so what's these portals here again? Is it like... so I was going to say like fast travel. Alright, let's see. Just gotta be careful not to attack the shades. Death. See how like are in this like northern room? Yep, I do see that. Ooh. This certainly looks... Hang on. I was gonna say I was gonna go ahead and pull up this for a reference. Like, where is this referring to? It may not be the room that's talking about here. Yeah, probably somewhere else. It's probably like this big room here, but there's also ghosts in here too. What the heck? That's not the right drop table here because it's including the ones from the wilderness. Because there's like the blighted stuff. Alright, so ghosts are also aggressive. Good to know. Alright, and then those guys are skeletons. Alright. Oh wait, it is in the room with the skeletons. Huh. Eh. It's not working. Eh. Oh. I might have found the spot. Except he's surely gonna go ahead and walk over this way and then ruination. Yeah, see what I mean? I'm having a hard time trying to like reference that spot that they're saying there's a safe spot. It says in a large southwest room. I am in that said room. Oh, I see. I see the spot now. Well, here, I'm going to go about having to like move around a little bit so that I can see if I can at least make it so that I know about their aggression timers. Cheater. There we go. Just want to make sure, like, you know, this... Wait, what the hell? That's not what I wanted. So what's the deal with that zombie? Dang it all, come on. God, this is so desperate, I swear. Oh, dear Lord in Christ, this isn't gonna work. Well, because, like, imagine, like, there being, like, no, like, range defense on him. Wait, what level is he? Yeah, 82. But in terms of, like, generic defense, it says, like, level 70. So, like... So because of that, like, it just ruins it. Also, he's regenerating. Yeah. I'd say kill him once and then just be like, okay, let's just go, you know. You better give me like a death rune drop for this effort. Because my god. Of course not. Wait, what? No, come back. I want my knives. My knives. There. Yeah, well, let's get the hell out of Dodge. We're not going to be completing that anytime soon. You know, there is another mob that we can go about messing about. Forgotten Souls. We could try that. So yeah, backed out over to the Isle of Souls. Oh my goodness. Kairos, do you have anything to say? Uh-oh, I think it's broken. Uh-oh. Well, then I'll say it. Walk, weck, weck, walk, wick, walk, walk, weck, walk, walk, weck, walk, 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 weck, walk, walk. Dead. See a cheer. Yeah, that thing's enabled. Why is that not working? Wait, how many what was this? Yeah, that was a 50. That should have worked. You broke it? Well, no, I'm actually like using a different thing for like text to speech. And it seems like it's not doing its thing. Water. Water. Okay, I'll do it. Hey there, random. It's been a good long while. Yet again. Big story, that being that I had to deal with wasps for a whole month, at least. But now I've reclaimed my basement again. And thank the Lord. Did I go out there and wait, someone's here. Or so I thought. Whatever, I'll just stay here at the top. Anyways, I might as well just take a moment to see if, like, I wonder why the heck that has not worked. Let's see, is there like an option to go ahead and try and test this, I wonder? Well, this will give me a chance to go ahead and try and get the, yeah, the Arid Leaf. Anyways, did I go out there and smock them? So the story is that the hive was basically tucked in between the cement foundation and the basement wall, is what I can assume, because like from the outside there was like some hole through the cement that was definitely leading to the basement. And the only thing that I can assume that they are like hiding in between the wall and the foundation was because there's an opening at the windowsills, which of course over the time I went about trying to seal it up with foam. And once I had like a opportunity to do so, they have not showed up since. But we also did get ourselves an exterminator, having to, you know, spray around the perimeter of the house. And there was also like some other ground nests that was getting in the way of trying to, you know, properly take care of the lawn in some places. And also told us to put up, you know, glue traps along the windowsill. Also, it seems that VNN is now lagging again. So apparently something's going on. So it don't matter if GPU mode is on. Where is... So what was the voice that I gave for him? Let's see. You know, this is quite convenient. Like as I'm fighting these lost souls, or forgotten soul. Sorry, Lost Souls is a Doom monster. That's a completely different game. Yeah, as I'm finding them, I can go about like doing some text fixes.
This is a test message.
Whoa, that is not your voice. What the hell was that? Oh, it did a random voice. That's why. It was supposed to do another the other one. What the shit? He became Am. Whoever Am is. Okay, this is what he's supposed to sound like.
This is a test message.
So yeah, apparently that's working, but I guess it's not properly connected to Twitch or something? Like, what the shit? He's from I'm no mouth and I must scream. Oh. Points for my efforts? Yeah. And it does say it's connected with SpeakerBot. Hey, the latency is working again. Good. well, I say, hello there to you too. I'm flattered. Anyway, the main reason I came over here was just so that we can go ahead and try and get our hands on primarily like battle staves, which is definitely quite the rare jobs from all these here. I really do feel like I'm running out of options for like what unique things can like some monsters drop, you know. We're really going to be like grasping for straws here. Well, here, give me a moment. Here, let me, since you brought that up, since that thing did not work as I wanted to. Oh boy, where did I deal with it? All right, let's see what he would have said.
Walk, week, week, walk, week, walk, walk, week, walk, walk, week, walk, 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 week, walk, walk.
There. Things are right in the world now. So yeah, I'm looking at like at SpeakerBot when it comes to what it's supposed to say and whatnot. Did I have to give it like a weight number? I don't think it really matters because like the thing's enabled. And like it is connected to Twitch, so well, runes, I appreciate those. You know what? I think maybe the issue is that I did not take the time to properly set up permissions when it comes to TTS. Yeah, see, the thing is, Randoms, that you are a moderator, and I do see the permissions, like, approved for moderators, so that should have worked anyways. The only thing I noticed that did not have permissions was the everyone tag. See, I'm curious, where are we at with the kill count on Forgotten Souls? 56, I see. So it remembers all the stuff that we did before. Oh, freaking, it's not the rope top. Dang it. So I guess I might have found the issue. So there was just straight up in the general tab that just straight up says that has like there's like an enable toggle apparently, which is just global toggle for the TTS engine. I thought it would be on by default. Well, let's assume that's what it did the thing. No need to cheer in order to like test it out. No need. We'll just hear in time. You know, maybe something that might be like worth having to come back to would have to be thieving houses here. Let's see, house. Let's see, stealing valuables here. Let's see, pickpocketing houses, burglaring houses. Because I need to go and try and find what the drop table is for all this. Like I'm trying to find like a probability table here. Let's see, house keys. And that was the first instance of them having to drop air runes. 1 out of 32. I feel like that our luck could have been spent because like it did drop the black script, which is 1 out of 128. So yeah, in terms of the whole like stealing valuable things. Alright, so I need to have a refresher on what I have unlocked already. Because like I have like over 200 house keys just sitting in the bank, and then it'd be like, well, surely I'll have a chance of finding them. As in like the remaining ones. Alright, let's take a look at rolled. So let's see, we found emerald necklace. Oh, we did not find any of the rings. Oh wait, did I hit the wrong one? Oh no, it's I got it. Yeah. Okay, so the list does not include bracelet, so that's a thing. Alright, so we did get gold amulet. Let's see, ruby amulet. Sapphire. Yeah, there's still surprisingly a whole lot left over. Yeah, there's like 11 other types of like regular jewelry that I can still roll from having to thieving houses. But I still want to go and having to keep fighting these Forgotten Souls until I get like some other drop. So it's like one of the 5 stuff. All basically having like equal chance to drop. So yeah, like once I get around having to stealing valuables, it'll just generally be a good idea. Just so that, you know, like once my thieving level does like get up a lot higher, then I can just, moving on over having to like thieve like master farmers. Cause then, there's also the chance of like getting like those like rare seed drops from him. Yeah. And that's it for coffee. So according to the timeline of things, I think I probably am good having to do like another stream of this tomorrow. Not on the weekends though, oddly enough, because there's like a Discord movie night going on Saturday, and then Sunday is a dinner night. There has been some changes recently with my work schedule. So my days of having to like doing streams is going to be a bit different. I mean, well, generally like I'm always like open having to do things in the afternoons, but of course I always have to pace myself right with how much I'm doing things. And also with fall coming up, or rather now actually, happy fall, equinox. It should now be that time when weather should, you know, be a lot more cooler, but like it's still trying to hang on as much as it can to like stay warm. It's still giving me every reason to use the AC. Well, actually, no, that's not really, not to use the AC, you know, a whole bunch. Let's see, should I continue working on strength to try to get the hits up? It's like, when's the next case of like getting like a hit of 9 if it's not on the aggressive stance? Oops, that's not it. Level 49, and I'm at 43, so I don't know if that's really worth it. So I'd say let's do some accuracy. Actually, probably be best to go ahead and revisit about that rune sword that I have unlocked. How can it be possible for me to get it? So again, that has to deal with dealing with zombie pirates. So even though I have unlocked prayer and I can easily get to the point of going to level 43 to get overhead prayers, the thing that I have not unlocked though is prayer pots, basically. Because like, sure, I can probably like get away with having to like do like single way combat and having to do prayer flicking and whatnot. Well, lazy prayer flicking, I should say. But when I'm in a multi-combat area, especially if I'm in the wilderness, then it's like, well, shit. So anyway, I talk about this because I see zombie pirates can drop the rune sword and also get that as a loot from the zombie pirate's locker. Or having to fight, well, if I'm dealing with demons, then I would have to like try to get magic, which I have not unlocked any elemental rune yet. Or staves. So yeah, my chance of getting like a rune sword is really like, you know, oh, hey, here we go. What do we got? The fuck is that Sears icon? Oh, okay. Now I think we've rolled everything except for Torstal in terms of like herb drops, maybe. Let me take a look at the list of like grimy stuff. Yeah, it looks almost like everything except for Torstal. All right. Okay, let's see. What's the quickest way? All right, teleport. Let's go. See, and with it, we got the kill count against lost souls all the way up to 80. You know, I never really like paid a whole bunch of attention to the loot tracker up until now. But that's just kind of like interesting to like see some statistics when you're on a grind trying to get like specific drops, and it's like, wow, look at these odds. They're horrible. Oh, you know what? There is kind of like an odd thing with like a goblin drop. Specifically the level 5 ones. Because they drop the red cape. And apparently a bronze javelin. Yeah, so I'll have to go to that one cave near the fishing guild if I want to go about messing with goblins again. But yeah, let's go about doing some thieving. As a way to switch things up here. Wait, what? You gotta love the names. Yep, like over 200 house keys. See, the thing is, like, I don't know if... Let's see, that's Victor. Well, we'll see what we can do. Oh. Oh, that was short-lived. Mud all over the floor. Blech. Levy day first. Ooh. Time for the next target. Is that arrow thing going to show up? Ah.
Nut.
Nut. Yeah, that bonus chest was a good nut. That's the cue. Yeah, no jewelry that time. Rather standard jewelry that I'm familiar with. Because I know there's that. Time to go check how rich I am. Oh, really? That's like saying, ooh, I hope no one jumps me for having like $5,000 in my pocket. Now let's see, does the loot tracker also keep track of... Let's see, that's just wealthy citizen there. So I didn't know if they would like keep track of. Aha. Loot I got from like all the stuff inside the houses, but I guess not. Unless I'm not seeing it anywhere. I somehow missed it. Yeah, I'm honestly not seeing anything about like thieving houses and like keeping a loot tracker on that. Yep, he's about to come back soon. Now let's see, is Cassius gonna be leaving? Oh yep. Yep, just in time. I'm starting to see a rhythm to all this. Aha. So I kind of missed out an opportunity having to play the new league that was going on with PoE 2. The big thing about that is we've introduced like asynchronous trade, which is like the absolute biggest thing that would like fully lock me into playing either PoE 1 or 2. Well, I mean, it's starting with PoE 2, but I'm very positive that's going to be backported to PoE 1 eventually. I guess once all things have been properly tested. Anyway, I bring this up because I see a tweet just an hour ago about there apparently. Now I know nothing about the end game because there's something about like towers or something like that. And apparently this next patch they're going to be doing. I just see a thumbnail of Jonathan Rogers giving a thumbs up saying tower's gone. And it's like, okay, what does that mean though? Apparently towers is a very problematic thing, I guess. In fact, a lot of people saying that like for this patch in particular, it's definitely veered away from like what they were doing initially with what PoE 2 was going to be, like something a bit more slow and methodical, which now they're starting to like become more like PoE 1 in a sense, which I don't know if that really helps. Because like, aren't they like really like trying to like set an identity for PoE 2 in some sense with what the combat's supposed to feel like? If it's starting to like blur the line with like PoE 1, then it's like, why bother making PoE 2 then? Not to be mean, but it's just like, you might as well have just been improving PoE 1. Because like a lot of like the like general improvements that we have been seeing so far have been like backported to 1. Like they brought in like the currency trade. Oh my god, this is like perfect rhythm for both of these houses here. I didn't know that there was like a range to it, but okay. Oh, here we go. Gold necklace. Dragon bone necklace. That is quite far off with that one. So far, according to the drop table, that is like the more common jewelry to get. The gold necklace. See, again, the wiki page hasn't really... Oh, look at that. Sapphire. Still can't do anything about that. Hello, my dude. See, I wonder if I looked up specifically this chest. Oh, here we go. All right, this is actually a lot more comprehensive. All right, so get this. The rarest ones of the bunch is the diamond stuff. That being diamond ring and diamond necklace. And it's 1 out of 6,250 chance. I don't know what that equates to in percentages. Actually, I'm curious. Chest. Underwater tunes of a masket. Okay, that's not helping. Actually, I wonder if I include the parentheses with the being stealing valuables. Ah, it does show up. Not the entire thing though. Also, we got another bone statuette. Nice. You know, it's funny. They mentioned that these bone statuettes being like rare, but it's like the jewelry is more rare than that. That really puts things into perspective. Where the hell's the... Oh, the door is open. It's your turn to do your thing. Come on. Leave. Leave. So yeah, anyway, about that rune sword that I got a while ago, or that I've unlocked. Yeah, again, the whole zombie pirates thing is just gonna have to be... It's gonna take a fair bit of time having to get to. Yeah, it looks like looks like they went out of sync with this one. And I have to go to a different house. Oh, which is that one? No, the XPs. I'm missing the XPs. So yeah, anyway, the dragon bone necklace. See, I'm vaguely familiar with what that is. Ah, yeah, it's a drop from Vorkath. That would explain it. Damn it, I missed it. Is that like, yeah, that's the highest prayer bonus for the amulet slot. Oh yeah, because that restores prayer points when you wear it. Every time that you bury bones. Not gonna miss this one. Yeah. It's nice that this little tooltip gives like a thing for the valuables when you turn them all in. Yo, dragon pickaxe! Dude, okay. Some aspirational pickaxes to go for. Well, looks like I'm gonna have to be doing that thing. Oh shish. Anyway, that was for a gold ring. Still one of the more common ones. Alright, here's our next one. I like how I got a thieving buddy for this here. See, I already know off the top of my head that dragon pickaxe can be a thing that you can get from doing the volcanic mine thing. But let's see, where else? So the wilderness bosses have those chances. Ooh. Yeah, so yeah, basically the volcanic mine minigame is gonna have to be something I'm gonna have to do in the future. Because hey, like wilderness bosses, I have like zero knowledge of those. And like on how to fight them. The only one that I'm vaguely familiar with is Chaos Elemental, just because it has that weird ability to de-equip your equipment, you know. So the only way to counteract that is that you have your entire inventory full at all times. That way it can't de-equip your stuff. But even then, why would I want to be in the wilderness? You know. So we're getting close to 66 for this one. Whew. That was cutting it close. Greed got the best of me. Up. Yes, you're standing outside your house. Are you gonna... Nope, I guess it's this house then. I guess like these three houses are all like in sync with one another, because I think there's like another set of houses out this way maybe that's part of it, but I don't know. I don't understand their whole mechanics. And here we go. Well, the pop-up dialogue didn't say anything, but like I do see that I now have the ability of stealing coffins from the Hollowed Sepulchre. But obviously don't have access to Mauritania in general, so that's going to be a thing I'm going to say a whole lot. Very nice. Soul Reaper axe? Oh wait, no, sorry. That looked close to it, but no, it's another Third Age bullshit. God damn it. Oh, man. Ooh, another statuette. All right, let's see. Who has left? Looks like... Oh, you are next. Just walked away to get food and there was a bot. Yeah, don't worry. Siribot got his hands on him. I wonder if like these guards have anything different about them. Let's see. Actually, I think they shared this like same drop table as like any other guard, because I recognize body talisman and iron bolts here. It's ridiculous, like the sheer amount of house keys that I've been sitting on for a while here. Not seeing anything. Oh, yep, over this way. Yeah, the latency that's been happening with my thing here has been very inconsistent. I don't know if it's having to do with like with Venia and having to fight over resources with OBS, but like all in all, like Windows 11's a dick, you know. I haven't had to deal with it with Windows 10. It's going to be like freaking ending their support next month unless you want to pay for the extended, which I ain't gonna be doing that at all because Microsoft has gone soft.
Water.
Shit, I don't have water. Well, I should probably have that as an opportunity to get it and do like a stretch break then instead. There we go. Emerald Amulet. Fucking armor pack. Gross. The unfortunate thing about our water is that it's laced with sulfur. So we have to end up using like a Brita filter in order to like get, you know, proper clean water. So yeah, that is unfortunate. So we have to like do our due diligence and make sure it's, you know, still topped off and all that. All right, so we started off with like getting like 11 remaining pieces of jewelry. Now we're down to 7. Make that 6. Oh shit, darts! Rune dart! Oh yeah, let's go! Rune darts! Holy shit. All right, where can we find that? I wonder. All right. Now I know it's one thing that I have to complete the tourist trap quest in order to make darts, but in terms of like finding it as loot, that's still a thing. I can still use darts. I just don't have the ability to make them yet. Let's see. So according to this, so the best enemy for me to fight in order to get rune darts that isn't in the wilderness would be red dragons. Otherwise, I would have to fight lava dragons. So I'm still like a long way off in order to, I don't know. Well, let's take a look at the red dragon loot table and see what it is. In fact, let me go ahead and type it over in here so y'all can see. So there's a little more than half left of what we can get from this. I see grubby key. Yeah, because that one's in that because the one red dragon area I'm thinking of is over in that Hosidius dungeon place. It also drops rune arrow, but of course the rune dart. So I just need to be able to, whoa shit. Is he reacting? No. But he just waltzed right in. Nope, it would be this one right over here. Yeah, definitely super, super big having to unlock rune darts. All right, now what are the requirements having to wield these? You know, that's what I thought. It's a 40 range. But given that the high cost of them, I really don't know if it's like worth it at this stage right now. You know, like I was wondering at first, like, wait, no. I thought I heard like a noise earlier that went off, which is that whole like complete thing for my XP goals. And you know what that means? +5. See, like I had a little bit extra, but that's all right. Nope, just gold ring. It's gonna take massive amounts of luck in order to like get like the diamond variants. Ah, I see, another statuette. So something I'm looking into right now, in terms of like other drops that I can probably do that are like guaranteed drops. Because you like how it was the thing with having to get those dragon bones with the green dragons, right? Because it's always a guaranteed drop. Well, obviously the same thing goes when it comes to their hides. So then I thought like, well, I mean, what about having to fight the blue and red dragons, you know? I don't know if I'm willing to like waste a whole bunch of stuff trying to just to get like one guaranteed thing, right? But not giving me much of a choice now, is there? Well, yeah, let's take a look at rolled items. Because I know there's like some varieties, like such as bones. So I should probably like go around and having to see like which enemies that I could fight. They're guaranteed like drop like their remains basically. I apparently see burnt bones, but those are drops, and those are like tradable things on the G. But it's like how can I technically get my hands on it? I think I have to like unlock it first and then I can pick it up. Yeah, the only way that I can get that is if I was to like unlock it first and then I can pick it up. But I do see some other stuff on the list. Like I see bat bones. Like I'm surprised I haven't thought of having to get bat bones yet, you know. Ah, sapphire, dang it. Oh yeah, baby dragon bones. And there is lava dragon bones. Another sapphire amulet? Come on. Game, you can give me the other ones. Now I also see here on the list, ashes. Let's see, what's the easiest one that I can fight? That would be lesser demons. See, next up would be malicious ashes. That would be black demons. And the other remaining ashes are like the abyssal demons, which first I don't have access to because they're a Slayer requirement. Actually, apparently doing the Guardians of the Rift minigame, apparently getting abyssal ashes is a reward. Well, I mean, it's not like I can do like rune crafting anyways, because I did not properly like unlock, you know, like an air talisman. And there was the infernal ashes, which is stuff from like big guys like Zalcano or Scatizo. Let's see. Who's next to leave? That would be Victor again. Getting pretty good XP rates for all this. Should also take a look at sold heads. Now they're not like guaranteed drops, but it's like reoccurring ones. So let's type in head. Look at rolled items. Okay, so we did roll for Minotaur, Imp, and Goblin. Oh, so there's one for Monkey. Now the thing is, can it be like any monkey though? Yeah, it can be from like any of the level 3 monkeys that I typically find anywhere. Alright, let's do like ensouled heads. On the list here. Monkey. Oh, I see scorpion. Let's see, bear. Let's see, unicorn. Oh my god, dog? Oh, no, no. Oh, that's messed up. It is actually a dog. Because like I was thinking like, what do you mean like hellhounds? And like no, as in like guard dogs or wild dogs. Oh. Well, continuing down the list, I see Chaos Druid head. Giant. Oh shush. Yee. Up this way. I see one for ogre. Well, elf is going to be a really long time. Troll, I don't know if I have easy access to them right now. Calphite. Well, it depends on which Calphite. Well, it's going to take the longest for a regular worker, and I think I could fight the workers, because at least they don't poison. Let's see, horrors we can't, because that's over in this, that mostly harmless. Dagonoth. There's the Tazar. See, you can't do blood veils because that's Slayer requirement. I see demon head, hellhound. See, AVNC is so that's the abyssal, and then of course dragon. So we got a fair bit list of ensouled heads that we can take a look at. Let's see, vampires, the vampire dust. Thing is, I don't know if there's like any kind of like vampires that are like outside of Mauritania, unless we're talking about like the Draenor count, which I don't see on the list anyway. Wait, vampire juvenile. Yeah, I'm not really seeing anything like outside of oosh. Oof, that was close. Well, for him, that is. Time for a stroll. And still going at it with this. It's still not even like under like 200 house keys. Ooh, ruby ring. Oh shit! Pie dish! Oh, pie dish! We got a pie dish! Okay. Oh. I just like it when I get so giddy like that. Alright, let's go. Alright, let's look that up. See what we can do with a pie dish. Let us see. So there's definitely, you know, some locations that I can easily get there. Let's see. In the Varrock Palace, apparently, I see. But in terms of uses, let's see, another sapphire amulet. Apparently an unfired pie dish is a tradable thing too. Yeah, there really isn't. You know, it's funny how I got excited from this, because like, you know, it's just like one piece of a thing. Because like the only products that I can like immediately do with a said pie dish is put in pastry dough on it, but I have not unlocked yet. All right, looks like I did all that I can do in terms of finding any other kind of like drops that are kind of like remains, basically, right? So definitely there's like some variation of like bones, ashes, and salt heads. I mean, like Insoled Head is not a guaranteed drop, but it's like, you know, something to keep track of anyway. Also, we're going to go ahead and make this house the last one, and then we'll wrap this up. I happen to go to Varrock and try to find a pie dish, because I think there was like a spawn for that out there. And in terms of the stealing valuables, we got narrowed down to 5 jewelry that we still have to get. Definitely plenty of these here statuettes. You know, because if only I had a chisel, I can break them down, but I'm missing the other components when it comes to like following up with like properly bless them in terms of like, oh my god, more sapphire ammies, please. All right, we turned in the goods and we got over 100K for all this. So good. We have accumulated a fair amount of cash for that. Oh, right, yeah, we could just, no, take the frickin' bird. I was gonna ask, like, what's the quickest way? And it's like, oh yeah, bird. Check out frickin' bird. All right, we're gonna go ahead and waltz right into the palace, because there is the kitchen area where there is an open pie dish for me to take. There it is. All right, last roll for tonight. What do we get? Oak plank. Okay. I wish I can like get like some way of, well, let's see. Because I know that that first thing that comes to mind is construction, but of course that involves using a hammer. But surely there's like some other uses for it. Gosh, like where could there be like a interesting drop in order to like find those oak planks then? I wonder. Apparently it's a drop from gangsters doing that gathering intelligence activity in Kourend. Oh, hello, it's Evil Bob. Wait, do I have an opportunity to do this part? Because it involves like these fishing nets or something. Am I technically locked out? Wait, I can actually pick that up? I mean, I see it grayed out. Unless the small fish net is different. That is actually different. Yeah, I'm not joking. Yep. Yeah, it didn't even roll. Yeah, good thing to distinguish that. Well, this is good because that means I can get like fishing XP for this. Yo, look at that. Oh, okay, that was a good random event on that one. And we can actually talk to Adventure John to follow up on that. Okay, we're not closing up just yet. See, like I don't know what we're gonna get from rewards with this one, but definitely worth it. Also, let's just do home teleport instead. Faster that way. That is huge. All right, let's go ahead and claim. The hell? One combat path voucher. Bullseye lantern. Okay. And that was for the fishing rod that it rolled. And also fishing bait. So, yeah. But yeah, bullseye lantern, that's a good one. Problem is, like, what enemies drop that? Oh no, wait, there are shop locations. Oh wait, but that's locked behind quests. Obviously we can't do Darkmire, but I see Dorgashkhan. Ugh. Yeah, I have to try going through that freaking quest line, having to get into the city, which I can't. Anyway, what's this voucher? Free to play rewards. See members. Oh. Ooh. All right, so I apparently take this to whomever. See, iron arrows. Take a look at the list of rolled stuff. We did get iron arrows. Obviously mined in air. Energy? We did not roll energy potions. Maple short bow. We did not unlock maple short bow. We did unlock chaos. Is that a mithril plate body? I think we didn't we roll for that one? See, the thing is, it would make sense if I went for the one where it doesn't easily drop. And we have rolled studded studded body, and that's an adamant sword. See, like my logic right now is like I want to go for one that you would not expect it for it to drop. In this case, a maple short bow. So let's see. Okay, so there is maniacal monkeys that drop those, but that's way off. A reward chest from Gauntlet, again, that's way off. The only one I see is the Archer in Berthorpe. Huh. Well, now what about a studded body? I like how all these things are just happening right now. That's just like delaying me from like, you know. Actually, hold on a minute here. Maybe we can do something about these archery tickets. It's like, how do we do about, you know, this mini game using target range? Must provide their own bow, which I do have, but bronze arrows are provided by the judge. Players who lose any... Does it have to be bronze arrows? Because, like, I do have steel. Can't I use steel? So far, the best one I could probably go for would be these two here. Because there's technically no item drop for a studded body. And that's mainly like what I'm relying on right now at this point. Goodness sakes. All right. Off we go again. So how did I end up getting like a voucher? Like what was like the requirements in order to get that? I wonder. Oh, this is something that you claim upon like, you know, like completing like all the tasks, I think. By completing... Okay. Yeah, like it's like full like 100% we're like done with like the combat stuff, so it's like okay. So again, if we read this, it's having to... Yep, that'd be the guy. All right, we got 2 rolls. Is that a grok top? It is. I already got its studded body. Bruh. Oh, I was not paying any attention on that one. God damn it. I probably got the studded body from like a clue scroll, like, reward. Actually, wait, I still have the voucher. I thought it was a one-time thing. Oh yeah, it's a full list. Okay, I didn't know it was just like pick one, but no, it's all of them. Yes, by all means, let's abuse this. Grapes. We have unlocked grapes. Actually, I think it's a full unlock. Let me here, clear that out. Yep, we fully unlocked grapes. So we, well, I was gonna say like we have a method of like doing cooking, but well, another method, but the problem is that we need to unlock jug of water. I mean, it's only jug that we got. See, that's okay, anyway, that's still interesting that we went through. Okay, so like the free-to-play rewards we don't have to worry about. Let's see, Aubrey's Rune Shop. We might as well just like go through the list anyway. Again, this is going on like longer than I thought, because that whole thing with it is kind of like new to me. Oh, they also include the free-to-play rewards. Okay. All right, so now we need to talk to the apothecary. Is that Guam? Oh, it's Marintel Tar. And apparently that's a freaking pirate and bandana. Wait, what the heck? Hold on, something's up. Like, wait. Energy Potion 4 is not grayed out, but 3 is. Wait, what's going on? You know, let's go to the bank and see what's going on. What did I fully unlock energy potions? Oh, okay. That's odd. Did I unlock regular vial? No, I didn't. I wonder if I can try to abuse this. Well, first and foremost, I can't have the 3 dose on me right now. But I think I know what I can do with this. You know, it's funny that like this is grayed out when it's in its noted form. But when it's by itself, it's not. You know, a little bit of a visual thing going on here. So now I think what I can do is I can decant with him. And I wonder if, I think we can do it at lower doses because of, because if we provide money for it, it'll probably give me the extra vials for it, I think. So let's do 2. Yep, that worked. And it's fish offcuts. Gross. See, once again, that's technically something I have to immediately drop. Now we just gotta do it one last time in order to decant it down to 1 dose. And it's a stupid freaking set. Ugh. Damn, so much for that. Was there anything else on the list to claim? I have to talk to the clerk. I guess for some cash. Oh yeah, talk to the sword shop owner. I wonder if this voucher would like disappear once we have everything fully claimed. By the way, there has been a bit of an oopsie when I went on break. It had a thing where like it automatically muted the audio capture. It was supposed to like unmute it when I came back from break. So sorry about that. Sorry, so there was like no audio for the longest time on the game. There we go. Adamant sword. And is that trimmed? Oh well, it gothic plate legs, but still. Damn. All right, so let's see. We've now got to the point of in terms of like rolled and unlocked items. We went from 82 yesterday up to 94 now. It was definitely very slow at some parts for today, but slow and steady wins the race, as the saying goes. But definitely the biggest part is that I fully unlocked, you know, dragon bones now, after painstakingly having to kill that green dragon earlier. You know, at least there was no PKer that showed up. So, and I did notice that the voucher, yeah, it's been taken off. I did claim the final word. Okay, so everything's been claimed. Interesting. All right. Yeah, that is big. In terms of like the remaining things here, level 5 with wood cutting. And wait, what was that one? See, like we've already unlocked those ores, but what about that one? That one pickaxe. I don't know if we rolled that one. Let's see, pick. I don't know what the reward is for that. Let's see. Because I can't tell because like it's like dimmed out. Gatherer. The reward's iron pickaxe. Okay, so that's not worth it. Wood cutting though. Iron axe. We've also done that too. Okay. So the wood cutting and mining part is not worth it. Now I would assume that if we completed those things though, we would get a voucher, maybe. Let's see, voucher. Voucher. Now I think it's only the combat one that provides the voucher. Wait, no, hold on. Players who completed the Gatherer path will receive a Lamp of the Gatherer, from which grants experience for woodcutting, fishing, and mining. Well, I think I know what I'm going to be doing off camera, and that is having to sift through the specimen trays and all that. But in terms of woodcutting, how can I get XP from that when I don't have a woodcutting axe at this moment? Let's see. Wood cutting XP. I found a loophole, and it involves forestry. Problem is, I think I could still do this. Maybe. It's just that in terms of like getting the reward, which is the anima bark, I don't think I get that. But what I'm seeing here is fox traps. Well, at least for one of them. Yeah, all it requires is just level 1 hunter and level 1 woodcutting. So I just need to go onto a forestry world, find any of them that involves doing the fox trap thing, and then just do that. Yeah, that looks like it's the only one I can do. Wait. No. Hold on. I see another loophole. So here's something. In the Kandarin Desert. Wait, did I say Kandarin? No, it's how do you pronounce it? Caridian Desert, I guess. Yeah. If I have a slash weapon on my person as well as water skins, I can cut open cacti, and that is actually woodcutting XP. We found another loophole. All right, I need to put in notes for this here. All right, wood cutting cacti with slash weapon. Now you would think it would only need a knife, but I haven't unlocked the knife, but it just says I need a slash weapon, or any kind of weapon that can do slash, you know. So it should work. Now, the annoying thing about this I see here is that there's a cutting chance. And when you're at level 1, you have a 12% chance of doing it right. Let's go and put down fox traps as the other one. And what was the other thing on the list for... Okay, obviously the mining is having to sift through the specimen trays, so... Alright, but I guess that's pretty much it for today. Yeah, it extended out further than I thought I was going to do, but seeing all the possible things for next time is gonna keep me interested for sure. And also, since I'm not going to be doing things on over the weekend, because or not have an opportunity to do this over the weekend, I have to make sure I have something I can do off camera, most certainly. But anyway, that'll be it for me today.